In this episode, I'm going to share with you 10 ways that you can upgrade your home for less than $100. Welcome everyone to this episode of the Ask Jason Gelios show. I'm Jason Gelios, Michigan Realtor. I really appreciate you guys tuning in to this week's episode. I'm going to be sharing with you content from an article that I had the pleasure of being featured in with my expertise about home upgrades, affordable home upgrades actually, that cost less than $100. So I want to give huge props to Go Banking Rates. Okay, and don't worry, I'm gonna have that link in the description below. But they had this article by Cynthia Measom. If you're watching this, hello. I really appreciate you including me in your article. Huge value-packed article about 10 home upgrades that cost less than $100. And so I wanted to share that with you. Now, before we dive into this though, if you're not following me on social media, go ahead and please do, or you can wait till after the show, but go ahead and follow me on social media and visit my website. It's allabouttherealestate.com. Now, okay, I want to dive right into this. So this one should be no surprise, but cabinets, right? Cabinets, whether they're in the kitchen or they're in the bathrooms, wherever they are, a little beverage nook, bar nook, right? Painting outdated cabinets is huge. You should definitely do that. Plus, it will actually increase your home's value. In this article, and I'm going to be referencing this article often because it's a great article, brushes, a couple gallons of paint, things like that, which, by the way, when you go to the home improvement store or the paint store, make sure that you actually ask them for the right type of paint for cabinets. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit more durable, okay? And you may have to do a base coat, but less than $100, you can take a weekend and paint your cabinets. Now, replacing kitchen hardware. Replacing kitchen hardware is very easy. Anybody can do this. It's a couple screws for each hinge, and then the handle itself. You can focus on just changing out the handles, although I always recommend you actually have the handles changed with the hinges, because once you change the hardware, the handles and the knobs, right, you're going to want to change the hinges. You're going to be looking at those hinges, and I've done this in a prior house where I'm like, wow, this just looks terrible compared to my new hardware. Okay, so a lot of times you can get a 25 pack of updated hardware for less than probably $40, $50, depending on, and you can get high end. Now, adding solar lights, here's where my expertise was sourced, is that adding solar lights to exterior walkways, porches, wherever you can outside, quite honestly, that can add not only a wow factor, but it will increase curb appeal, which will increase your home's value. Now, you can get 12-pack stainless steel solar lights for like $40 to $50 on Amazon or at major store, which, by the way, is not an endorsement. I'm not endorsing anything, but you do see them out there where they're very affordable, okay? Another one is changing your light bulbs. I have seen this a lot when I'm showing houses to my buyers, and that's the light bulbs in the home don't make sense. Sometimes they'll have two different kinds of bulbs in one fixture, or one's burned out or whatnot. If you're selling your home, make sure that you check all the light bulbs. Make sure that you have the maximum wattage allowed in each fixture. They usually state how many watts you can go up to. And make sure that you have certain light. If you want a warmer light, then you should get a warmer light bulb, a soft white, I think it's called. If you want the really bright stuff, which is really cool for bathrooms, especially if there is somebody applying makeup, it's a better light to give you a more realistic look, whatever, okay? But making sure that your light bulbs make sense. And LED. LED is hugely popular right now. I don't see that going away anytime soon. I personally love LED bulbs. They don't get as hot. They use up a lot less energy. So changing the light bulbs will definitely enhance a home, especially if you create the right ambience in each room. Now, updating the fireplace. So this article goes into about lime washing and how it's a great way to update dated brick and whatnot. Just know that the fireplace is the focal point of a home. It draws almost everyone's eyes at first, especially if it's where you can walk in the front door and you see it in the rear living room, or right when you walk in, depending on your home. If you have a split level home, you're going to see it right away when you walk in the front door. So make sure that you can do that you can update your fireplace. A lot of that stuff is cheap. Maybe you can paint the mantle, or maybe you can even paint the brick. I've seen that on these home improvement shows. It's kind of cool. And I've seen it after it was applied in some homes that I've shown buyers. So it's really cool. The article goes on to say you should wall mount your TVs. This makes sense. I know in this article they do say that it makes sense to actually wall mount every TV, but it really depends on the room. I am seeing a small trend, at least in my area of Southeast Michigan. I'm seeing a small trend of entertainment centers coming back, but they're really nice. They have accessory shelves, a place where you can put books. It's not all electronic equipment, but make sure that you hide the wires. I could be guilty of this too. I got all these wires in the back because my kids have their video games, and we got our Keo box or soundbar, all that stuff. So try to hide the wires, and if you can, wall mount the TV, because it just gives your space a lot cleaner look. Okay. This is what I'm a huge proponent of, and that's repainting your front door. Repainting your front door. This might cost $20-$30 for decent exterior paint. And I say exterior because even if you have a storm door or whatnot, you're gonna want something that's a lot more durable. So you can go with colors like red. You can do all black, which is really cool. I believe red is the most popular. But painting your front door, making it look really nice, especially if you have the side windows, accessory windows on the side. Paint the trim as well. Make that look all nice. That's huge. And there's kind of in relation to the front door, you should also make sure that your garage door looks good too, because people's eyes are drawn to the front door and the garage door when they first see your home, and then they look everywhere else. So those are obviously the two major focal points. Okay, now changing out a main light fixture or two. Yes. You want to make sure that you have updated fixtures. I feel that the most common mistake that I see homeowners making up until they consider selling is that they haven't updated things in their home, but they want top dollar. So if you're in the home for 20, 30, 40 years, all right, or even more, actually even 5 years, right? Certain trends can go away. Update your home as you go. So changing out light fixtures is huge, and it's fairly inexpensive. You can go to major home improvement stores and you'll see very affordable, sharp looking, up-to-date light fixtures. So there are some that do get quite expensive, but most of them aren't. So you should be able to actually you should actually update your light fixtures to make it look more updated, and it just attracts the eyes. A nice new fixture. Okay, freshen up the landscaping. I share my expertise here too. Adding black or red mulch to landscaping is another great way to add curb appeal. These bags are cheap, right? They typically run $3 to $4 a bag. They're a huge bag, although you'll always need more than you think. Okay, if you think you need 3, buy 6. Because they can spread out good. But mulch is a great way to enhance your home and increase that value, especially if you're looking to sell. Throw down some mulch. It's cheaper than rock. Doesn't last as long in terms of the color. The color can last 2-3 years if you're lucky. It will start to fade, but basically you should really dive into the outside curb appeal and making that look nice. Now, the last one here is upgrading your bathroom mirror. Bathrooms in general should be as clean as possible. And I'm talking caulk, the fixtures, the faucet, the sink. Make it look as nice as you can. In this article, this expert shares is the mirror, okay? And he's right, actually. The mirror should actually be the main thing that you change in a bathroom, especially if you upgrade the rest of it. But you can take a nice dingy builder grade, mirror that they just slapped on, like boring square, and you can put frame around it. I've seen that. That's fairly affordable. Or you can get a mirror that is round. It's still large, but it's round. You'll lose some of the corner reflection, but so what? If you can see it and it's perfect, great. And it's gonna give it a more updated feel versus just a slab of glass that they threw in there so that you can see yourself. So I hope you guys found this valuable. Special thank you to Cynthia Measom for featuring me in this article. She, if you don't follow her, even after reading this article and watching this show, which again, I'll have the article link in the description, but be sure to follow her on Go Banking Rates. And again, just, really think about, can I do one of these, right? Can I take a day or two, maybe even the weekend, and paint my cabinets or change out my light fixtures? Light fixtures are very easy to change out. They're easier than you think. Although if you don't feel comfortable doing that, then don't do it. But if I could do that, you can do it. So again, visit my website, it's allabouttherealestate.com, and follow me on social media. All those links are in the description below. I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you have a great week. Thanks guys for watching this episode of the Ask Jason Gelios Show. Did you know that I also have a podcast? Go to where you love your podcasts, where you love to listen to those podcasts, right? Search Ask Jason Gelios Show, or you can search my name, Jason, Gelios, and be sure to subscribe. Take me on the road with you, right? You can hit audio. I add episodes all the time. Be sure to subscribe to my podcast. Thank you.